I really do, because I'm so nervous, you guys, but I'm also like very happy to be here. It's kind of cool going live by myself. I don't know. I definitely miss Devin though. I'm like struggling over here. If you follow us on Instagram, then I think you kind of have seen my stories recently of me like trying to survive this Oregon winter alone. And let me tell you, it's much, much harder than I thought without my partner. So thanks a lot, Devin, for leaving me hanging in Central Oregon while you're in sunny Florida. Appreciate ya. We're live, guys. This is so fun. If you guys have any questions about me surviving in the winter alone, please comment away so we can keep this chat going. I'm just going to start talking about my experience so far of me living bus life by myself with Archie and our cat Tillo. I'm going to start off by just talking real quick about Devin being in Florida. If you don't know, he is with Us Plus a Bus, Eddie and Beth, over in like Orlando area. He's helping them with their electrical and kind of like doing other bus work on their bus. So they're currently building right now. Hey, Alyssa, what's up? Aw, I'm struggling, guys, but I'm surviving, so I guess that's all that matters. It's going to be hard for me to, like, keep up with the comments, but also try and, like, look at the camera and, like, focus on you guys. But Devin's in Florida. I'm in Oregon all by myself. But we're doing better now. So I dropped Devin off at the airport in Eugene, Oregon, which was, like, a whole trip in itself because it was snowing that day and like a winter storm was coming through, and I had to like drive back from Eugene like over the mountain pass all by myself, just me and Archie, and it was pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie, it took us several hours to get back to the Bend area, but we made it. We're alive. It was just a slow drive, and there were like a ton of vehicles like on the side of the road. They were chaining up. A lot of semis were like parked over. Some were even stuck, which I felt so bad for them. I would have like hated being on that mountain pass stuck in like several feet of snow. It was pretty brutal. The mountain pass here in Oregon is like no joke, and chains are required. Obviously, if you have like four-wheel drive or like snow tires, you're good. But if you don't, you gotta have those chains, which is pretty scary. I wish I was there, Eddie. I'm so, like, sad, but also a little frustrated that I'm not in Florida right now because Devin doesn't even like Florida. Devin, if you're, like, in the live chats, you can probably comment and talk about that. He doesn't even like Florida, you guys. I mean, who doesn't like Florida? I love Florida. It's been cold. Yeah, it's been really cold here, Brian. I'm surviving, but it's been a tough one. So once I got back from the airport, I kind of, like, had this realization like, oh crap, it's cold and I have to figure out this bus life by myself, trying to stay warm. And so it like really hit me when I got back all by myself. But yeah, so a few nights ago I lost power to the bus. We've been kind of struggling with the shore power. I'm at a hip camp and I'm hooked up to shore power, but it kind of like clicks on and off, so it's like an in and out. I don't really know how to explain that to you guys. I think it's the wiring on the property here that we're staying on, but it's just not working the greatest. So I've just kind of been like watching our solar, and it was like 1 a.m. This was like 2 nights ago, 1 a.m. and all of a sudden the power just goes off, like completely off. I checked the batteries, 0, like nothing, everything was off, and I freaked out. I called Devin like 15 times, and of course he didn't answer because he's in Florida, so there's that time zone. He was like 3 hours ahead of me, so it was like 3 a.m. or something, and he didn't answer, of course, because he's sleeping, which is fine. I'm not going to be mad at him for that, but I was like freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have power to the bus. Like, how am I going to stay warm? So like, I stoked the fire the best that I could, but it doesn't last through the evening. And it's 1 a.m., so I needed to get my rest. So I just like curled up with Archie. We got underneath the electric blanket, which had been on for a few hours at that point. So it was warm underneath the blankets. And then we ended up falling asleep, and I like woke up at 6 a.m. and the bus was freezing. It was like for sure 20 degrees inside the bus. It was pretty wild of a morning. I was just so like frustrated that I was like dealing with it because I didn't want to. But Anchor saved the day, so I got out our Anchor, which is in our understorage, and hooked the whole bus up to the Anchor power station and got like the diesel heater back on. And I didn't turn on the mini split because I knew that was going to take too much power, but at least we got the diesel heater on so we could get it warmed up in the bus. And then we got it warm enough after the Anchor had died. Again, it only lasted an hour. So then I like plugged the bus back up to shore power to see if it would work. And it did, and thank God it was a sunny day. So we could charge up the solar a little bit. Hey, Kelsey and Danny, what's up? Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining, guys. This is like hard for me to stay focused on like what I was saying and then like read the comments here. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Florida is amazing. I'm really sad that I'm not there. I wish I was in Florida. But also, Oregon is beautiful, and I really do love it here. So, even though I've been struggling a little bit, I'm really excited to like see Oregon in like the middle of winter because we were here all summer and like barely like came in like late spring and then here all summer in the fall, and now we're seeing winter. So I feel like we get to see like all of Oregon and what it has to offer in its seasons. So that's pretty exciting. We've never really been in a place to see so many like seasonal changes, so that's pretty cool. Stu is good. Archie and Stu. Stewie is like a dog here on the property that we're staying at. We're on like a small ranch in Oregon, and he's the sweetest pup. He's a farm dog. I forget like what breed he is. A cattle dog, I think. And he has like the gray and black and white tan. Anyway, like Kelsey and Danny, when they were visiting, they like fell in love with Stuart. You cannot not fall in love with Stuart. He's the cutest pup, and him and Archie get along so well. So he's been playing all day, actually. That's why Archie's like conked out over here, because he's been playing with all the farm dogs. You know how it goes on the property. If you've stayed here with us, you know there's a lot of dogs out here. Hoping the Grand Canyon has snow in late January. Oh yeah, it should, I think. I forget when we were there. So we were at the Grand Canyon probably March, and it was snowing. So I think you're going to be fine. I think there'll be some snow. You might be a little early, maybe. I don't really know when it starts there, but it's winter, so I assume there's snow. But it was beautiful. It was kind of unexpected. It got like really cold one day and just started snowing out of nowhere. Really big flakes, really. So maybe we'll make it over this winter. I don't know if we'll have time to like make a detour over into Flagstaff, but we do have some ski plans coming up, and we have some friends flying in for a ski trip in January, and we're really excited about that. But definitely going to get some skiing in here in Oregon, like Mount Bachelor, Hoodoo, Mount Hood. I'm actually going skiing this weekend without Devin. So while he's in sunny Florida, I'm going to go ahead and go skiing without him, because why not? That should be fun. Hey, Bree. Hey, Kelson J. I am cozy right now, but I have not been the past few days. It was a bit of a struggle, but we are really cozy right now. Me and Archie are staying warm. The fire's going. The diesel heater's on. The shore power is working right now. Fingers crossed it stays that way. So we have the mini split on as well. So it is nice and toasty in here. But it wasn't the other day. If you guys are just hopping on, hey Jamie, love you. Hey Aaron. But if you're just popping on, I lost like power to the bus the other day, and I'm like surviving winter alone right now. So it's been a bit of a struggle because I don't know anything about solar or electric setup. Things with like the diesel tank I've never had to deal with. Stoking the fire I'm like decently okay at, but I've never really, Devin always does these things. So now I'm like doing all of these things by myself, and it's new to me. So I'm like learning, but I'm also like, I don't know, it's a challenge. I'm challenging myself, but also like I'm feeling more confident because I'm doing all of these tasks that I never have done before because I just relied on Devin, and he's just been like so sweet and does it for me. So I'm very spoiled over here. But we're doing okay. It is a little tough being alone. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I really do miss Devin. Like, it's just really quiet around here, and I don't really know what to do with myself. But I've just been like hanging out at the bus, literally by myself, and just like making sure the fire's going and everything is staying warm. So I have water and the water doesn't freeze or anything like that. So I'm just trying to stay home as much as I can and just hang out, you know? Hi from Brazil. Wow, hey, thanks for being here. Brazil, I want to go there. I've never been to Brazil, and I would love to go there. That's definitely like a bucket list vacation of mine, is to go visit Brazil. I think that would be amazing. But yeah, so I lost power to the bus, and then I got it back going, and then it was just like a struggle to like heat the bus, so it took, you know, a few hours to get it warm in here. And then since it got so cold that evening, my water also froze. Thank God I filled up like several jugs of water like as a backup, knowing that we're going into winter, and I was just like, you know what, let's just have a few jugs laying around, because if our water does freeze, at least I can still like wash my face and brush my teeth, and still have like drinking water. But the property that we're staying on, if all else fails, I can get water from Andy up at the barn. So like I can fill my jugs if I need to. If I need to take a shower, I can head up to the barn and like shower up there. She already invited me over to use her bathtub because she knows like it's been a struggle for me out here. So she's like, if you need a little spa night, like come use my bathtub. It's amazing. And as you all know, we have a tiled stand-up shower in our bus. So definitely no bathtub for me. I don't think I even remember the last time I took an actual bath, like sat down in a bathtub. It's probably been like, I don't even know, well over 2 years. Like, what's a bathtub? Do you guys have a bathtub? Like, I don't even know what a bathtub is anymore. Hey, me and my girl are trying to do what you're doing, traveling, connecting the camera feed to live, if that makes sense. Wait, you're doing traveling. I wanted to ask how you're connecting your camera feed. Oh, yeah. So I had to FaceTime Devin to set this all up. So I don't really know how this is all working, to be honest, but we're connected. He can probably comment on here because I know he's in the chat somewhere. So if he wants to answer that, I'll let Devin answer that. Gotta love the fireplace. Absolutely love it, but also it's kind of terrifying. So I had a scare the other day with the fireplace, and I told Devin and I told my mom, but no one else. So here we go. We're just gonna tell all of you guys. I almost caught the bus on fire. We're just gonna say that. Not really, but kind of. So we're burning pine, which I was told is not the best wood to be burning. Let me know in the comments. Is that a good wood to burn? Not good? I don't know. It smokes a lot. So it's been like a struggle every time I open the wood burning stove to like stoke it and like put another log in there. Smoke and flames just bellows in, like comes flying at me, and it like gives me a lot of anxiety because I don't know like how to handle it. So I'm just like really fast about opening the door, throwing in a log, and like shutting it, because like first of all, I don't want the bus just covered in smoke, but it just like bellows in. So I climbed up on the roof. Like the past several days I've been climbing up there just to check on the flue, but like soot is like building up, so there's like a lot of black caked up stuff up there, and so I tried to clean it off the other day as best as I could, and a lot of stuff like brushed off immediately, but I had to wait for like the fire to like cool down and stop so it wasn't so hot up there, and then I cleaned it. And then I also burned a creosote log the other day, so I'm hoping that like helped clean it out. I really don't know. It seems to be doing a little better right now, and everything's burning fine, but it's pine, so like it smokes a lot, and like I don't know, it's just not good when I open it. So I tried to put a log in. This was 2 days ago, and I thought it was pretty big when I picked it up, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to fit, because the Cubic Mini wood burning stove is a Cubic Mini. It's pretty small, so you have to chop wood to a certain size for it to fit in there. And this log was pretty big, so I was like, well, let's like try. So I opened it up, like put the log in. It gets stuck. The door is open, the log is stuck, and at this point, like, the fire has been going for several hours, so it's, like, really hot in there. There's a lot of, like, hot coals, like, ready to go. So the log gets stuck, and I, like, immediately start to panic because I was like, oh no, like, what do I do now? And, like, we have, like, wood tools. I don't even know what you call them, but, like, utensils that you can use to, like, maneuver the wood around and things. And so I get one of the tools out, and I'm, like, trying to shove this log in there, and it's completely stuck. Like, it won't go in any further. And then I try to pull it out, and it's, like, not coming out either, and the door is wide open. So smoke is just, like, flames are, like, starting to come out, and then it was too long at that point, so the log that is stuck is now caught fire. So there's flames on that log. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like, what do I do? So, like, my brain just told me, like, grab gloves, like, grab the log with your hand, because that's the only way that I could get it unstuck. I couldn't get it with the tools. So I had to, like, manhandle this log that was burning in flames. And so I, like, grabbed the log with gloves. As soon as it hits the snow, you know, like, poof, like, smoke goes everywhere, like, the flames go out, it's in snow, the log will be fine. And then I, like, run back inside the bus and, like, shut the wood burning stove door. And at that point I'm, like, coughing, there's smoke everywhere. I'm like, holy crap, did that just happen? Like, I was freaking out so much, and, like, I didn't even want to tell Devin because I knew, like, I don't know, I thought I was going to be in trouble or something. I didn't know what was going to happen, but needless to say, all is okay. Everything is fine. I did not catch the bus on fire, but I almost caught the bus on fire. Let's just say that. So there's just been, like, so many things that have gone wrong since me being by myself with the wood burning stove, and then losing all power in the middle of the winter. And then I've had to, like, it was so scary, you guys. So scary. I've never had a moment like that where I actually thought, like, holy crap, like, this is a problem. Like, I've never been that scared when it's come to, like, fire of any kind. So that was pretty wild. And we're all okay. Yeah, the animals are good. I'm sure they didn't appreciate the smoke, like, bellowing in, but we all survived. We went on a long walk after that to calm down and, like, get out of the smoke for a second. But we're okay. Everything's fine. We're not going to let that happen again, so I'm just, like, making sure that the log size that I pick up is the right size. Like, we're not picking up large logs anymore. I'm not trying that again. And then, like, let's talk about the diesel heater. So I've never had to fill up the diesel heater tank. Devin installed, like, a larger tank. I forget how many gallons of diesel we have underneath the bus, like, specifically for the diesel heater. But I'm just having to make sure it doesn't, like, run out, because then I'll have to prime the diesel heater. And I've never done that. So I'm, like, freaked out about having to do that. So I'm like, I'm just going to constantly watch the level of the diesel that we have in the tank, because I do not want to have to worry about, like, it emptying and then me having to prime it, because I don't know how to do that. And that'll be a whole other thing for me. So I've just made sure that I've had, like, diesel, and I've been, like, running to, you know, the gas station or whatever to make sure I have, like, a full tank of diesel to bring back to the bus. And then that tank is pretty heavy to lift up. I mean, I'm pretty small. I have muscle, but, like, not that much muscle. And so to lift up this diesel tank, like, up to the side of the bus to fill up the tank, that's a chore in itself. But I thought it was going to be a lot harder than it was. It's actually been pretty easy for me to do. So I got a huge confident boost the other day when I, like, filled up the tank, because I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, and I got it, and I was so proud of myself. So we're doing good on the diesel heater. I'm not worried about that anymore as I was, like, the first day that I had to do it, because now I'm, like, getting the hang of, like, filling up the tank. Oh yeah, I'm strong, you know it. But oh gosh. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked on these comments. But yeah, so I'm able to fill up the tank just fine, and the only thing that worries me now is just, like, making sure the electric, like, stays, and, like, our batteries don't drain, because then I'm without power, and then I'm without the diesel heater. And the diesel heater is truly, like, what saves our butt in the winter. So I just need to make sure that we have power at all times. And so far, so good. I did not run the mini split last night. We have an electric blanket that I sleep with. So both heat sources that we have, like the diesel heater and the wood burning stove, they're at the front of the bus, like up here where I'm sitting right now. So it stays really warm up here. And then on the wood burning stove, we have the fan that can like direct heat to a certain area. But I like point it towards the back of the bus, but it gets back there, but not like a whole lot. So it's really warm up here, and then it's cooler in the bedroom. So that's why it's nice to have the electric blanket to stay warm back there. In case I don't have enough power to run the mini split, I'll just like turn off the mini split, and then we only have the wood burning stove and the diesel heater. So very thankful that we have like multiple heat sources, because if one fails, like I can rely on another. So it's really good. Like the wood burning stove obviously doesn't take electricity, so like I always have that. So if all else fails, like I have that. I'm not gonna like freeze in here literally, but our water might freeze, and it might just be a little colder than normal without all three heat sources. But yeah, I didn't run the mini split last night, and we were totally fine. It's been sunny the past like 2 or 3 days here, so that's good. But like a few days ago, we got a bunch of snow like the past weekend, so I had to get up on the roof, clean off the solar panels. This is like the same day that I lost power, and I was like, oh my gosh, like tomorrow's gonna be sunshine, like I need to clean off the panels. I have to do everything I can to try and like get the batteries back up and charged, and it was just like a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Things that I don't ever do, I had to do. I had to get out the ladder, climb up on the roof, clean off 5 solar panels, like clean the chimney flue, fill up the diesel, like figure out stuff with the power. There's just a lot of things over here that are happening that I've never done before. So, you know. Oh yeah, Archie's always under blankets. It helps that I'm the one that's covering him up, but he loves it. Sometimes he nestles though. Like if there's blankets and pillows, like he'll jump up on the bed and he'll start nestling to like get under them. So he definitely knows how to get under there by himself, but it's usually me like making him all comfy, cozy, and cute. Yeah, being on my own is like a way different ball game. Like half of me like in the beginning was like really, really scared to be doing this by myself. And then like as the week's gone on, like things have happened. I've learned a lot of things being by myself that I now feel like more confident like living this lifestyle alone. So if Devin had to leave again, like I know I can do it. If I can make it through the winter by myself, like I can make it through anything at this point. And yeah, like I am kind of proud of myself. I am proud of myself, but it's been tough. I think it's just like the fact of just being lonely without Devin. Like I don't ever want him to leave, but he left, so we're making it work. Do you guys have any specific questions about winter in the bus though? I would love to answer them. And then Devin is coming back next Tuesday. Is that right, Devin? Tuesday or Wednesday next week. I don't know. He'll have to remind me when I need to pick him up from the airport. But I have to drive that mountain pass again next week sometime to pick him up at the airport. So let's pray that the weather is kind to us and I don't have to make that trek again in a winter storm, because that was brutal. But it was beautiful. So I did like enjoy the views during the drive. It was just very stressful. Like Devin, like when he drives the bus, he's always talking about like how like white knuckled and like tensed up, like after parking and then like not driving the bus anymore. He's like, oh my gosh, my body is just like so tensed up and achy. Yeah, I now know what that feels like, because driving that mountain pass, like it was several hours on the road and I was just like white knuckled the whole time, like zoned, like only going 20, 30 maybe. I don't even think I got up to 45 that whole trip. And so it was just like a very slow, like nerve-wracking road trip. And like the mountain pass is like there's drop-offs like right there. And some of it doesn't even have guardrails. So it's pretty sketch. But we made it. But I have to drive that again. So I'm like not looking forward to driving that again. But I am looking forward to him coming home. So I'm happy that he's going to be back very soon. But yeah, and then like let's talk about future plans. So like once Devin gets back, we're gonna be in Oregon till the beginning of January, and then we have some friends flying in and 2 pets for like an 8-day road trip. And we're all going like on this ski trip. So we're gonna. Archie, you okay? He's like coughing. We're gonna go over to Idaho and then down to Utah for some skiing. So that should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to that. Hola, hola, Megan and Matt. Are you guys still in Mexico? How's Puerto Vallarta? We were in Puerto Vallarta back in March, and it was so much fun. We love it there. I should have like sent you guys some like recommendations on some like good spots to eat, which maybe you've been there. I don't know. Maybe you guys are back. Where are you guys at? Devin isn't coming back. Yes, he's coming back, Eddie. If you keep him there, then that just means I have to fly to you guys, which I'm also okay with because I love Florida. I don't know how many times I could say I love Florida. So you guys are coming back tomorrow? Dang. I hope you guys enjoyed your time. Like, Mexico is a good time. I'm glad you guys got to go. But sad also that you're coming back. What are some of your guys' like plans once you get back? Or where are you flying back to? Is your van on the East Coast or the West Coast? I forget where you left it. But yeah. So surviving over here. And like a lot of scary things have happened since Devin's been gone, but we're doing it. We're making it work, and it's been an experience, that's for sure. I've had to like, thank God I didn't have to chop wood. I would not have been able to do that. Like the axe out there is like heavier than I am. I can't even like do a push-up, so let alone like swing an axe and chop wood. Like no way. So good thing our friends like Allison and Nick, Rolling with Ophelia, they were parked up with us for like a week or two before Devin left. And so the guys were out there chopping a bunch of wood. And so they left a bunch of wood here knowing that I would be by myself. Thank God they did. Otherwise, I would not have the wood burning stove going. But I have a bunch of wood out there that I'm like slowly getting through, but I've just had to bring it all in. And especially today, I brought the rest of the wood from outside inside because we're supposed to get a bunch of snow and rain the next few days. And I'm like, if this wood gets wet, it's going to be like even more hard to burn and just really smoky. So I brought all the wood in. So the only wood that I have left is what's inside. So let's pray that it lasts the next few days till Devin's back. If it doesn't, I'll be okay because I also went to Winco and I bought Duraflame logs. So that will help like with burn time. They'll last longer, and like if I absolutely need to burn something, I can burn those. It's not ideal because obviously that's money, and the wood that we have here is actually free, so that's nice. But like it's not the end of the world. Like I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna make it. It's okay. Your van's in Sacramento. And we'll make our way south to SoCal for a bit. That sounds like so much fun. Maybe our paths will cross again, you guys. We're going to be in SoCal probably beginning of February or end of January. We'll see how fast we get there, but we're going to be in that area the end of January. Keep it in a covered tote. Yeah, I could do that actually. I could go to the store and buy a tote for the wood, but I think I'm going to make it till Devin gets back. It's only a few more days, and like I said, I brought the rest of it in, and we have like wood storage underneath our wood burning stove, so it's cute. It's full. It's definitely full and overflowing. I have like a lot of kindling in the hall here and like some extra smaller pieces in the hallway. But yeah, it's just been like a whole experience. And I didn't think it was going to be this tough, but now that I've gotten through like all the hiccups and all the struggles that have presented themselves, I feel like the next few days are like smooth sailing because now I am more knowledgeable on like what to do and how to handle things and how to fix things. So I feel very confident going into the next few days, But the last few days have just like not been so fun. So heck yeah, would love to see you guys again. So if you guys are still in SoCal, we would love to see you. Let's see. It's 7:18. I don't even know what time I got on here. 6:45. We'll probably go for like a few more minutes, guys, but I'm probably gonna hop off soon. But yeah, Devin's in sunny Florida without me. He's currently helping a family build out their bus out there. He's done like a lot of electrical for them. And I don't know what else they're doing. Maybe some framing and stuff. I think they installed the solar panels today up on the roof. But it's like 80 degrees there. And let's see. I don't even know what it is outside right now, but we can definitely check. Let's check. Right now, in Bend, it is 28 degrees while he's in like 70-degree weather for sure. And then it's supposed to be a low of 20 tonight. So we're good though. The diesel heater is full. I filled up the tank this morning. It was like halfway full, but I was like, if it isn't full, like I don't want to mess with it because I do not want to like let that go out and we have to prime it. So I'm like, we're filling it. We're filling it right now, like full all the time. So I'm constantly checking the tank. Filled it this morning, brought all the wood in, so we're good to go on wood for the wood burning stove. And the electric seems to be doing fine. I'm at like 90% battery over here running the mini split, and it is 7:19 p.m. No sun out here right now, guys. It's nighttime. So we're doing good. Staying warm, and that's all that matters. 69 degrees? Stop it. That's like so nice. So nice. But yeah, as you can see, Archie's like passed out on the couch over here. Archie, you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Yeah, he's sleepy boy. He's been playing outside all day with the pups on the property, and yeah, I'm just over here surviving. So we're making it work. But anyway, if you guys don't have any other questions for me, I'm probably gonna hop off. It's probably just going to be a chill evening like it has been since Devin's been gone because I don't know what to do with myself. I'm going to go skiing this weekend, though, if you did not hear that before. There's some friends in the area that reached out that I've actually, like, never met, but just through social media. And I'm going to go skiing with a few girlfriends on Saturday. And this will be like my first time skiing without Devin, which is also so weird. I've never done that without him. So take that, Devin, while you're sitting in sunny Florida. I'm going to go hit the slopes. That should be a good time, which I'm a little nervous. I get like a lot of social anxiety, I guess, when it comes to like meeting new people. And then I already have anxiety about hitting the slopes because I haven't been skiing in a while. So I'm going to be a little rough. And so we're going to see how that goes. And I'm not like an expert skier, so I stick to like blues and greens. Who knows? These girls might be on like triple blacks. So I might actually be skiing alone, but I'm going to go meet them at least. And we'll hang out, get lunch, grab a few beers, you know, the things that you do out on the slopes. But yeah, it should be a fun time. But I'm just a little nervous just because, I don't know, it's weird. I don't really do life by myself ever. So there's a lot of like social anxiety that goes into just like coming up and like meeting new friends like for this weekend and like doing things with other people I've never done things with. And then just like anxiety just about being alone and living in the bus by myself. I'm like sitting in silence and I'm like, okay, hey Spotify, like play, or like I don't want to say hey Google because then she's probably gonna come on, but I'll have to like play music or something just to get like out of my own headspace. But it's a lot of anxiety over here with just like new things, learning how to do things I've never done by myself, and then just like a lot of future things that are up and coming, like meeting new people and like the travels that we're getting ready to do, and figuring the things out in winter by myself. Pineapple, love it. I love some pineapple. Love me some pineapple. Oh gosh. This is funny. Yeah, at this point I don't even know what to say anymore, so we're gonna hop off of here. But thanks for joining, everybody. If you guys have any specific questions for us about winter and bus life, please let us know. We would love to answer those questions for you. And yeah, again, just over here surviving. So thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been fun. Who knows, maybe this will be a thing. Should I go live more often by myself? Should we just kick Devin out of the lives? That might be cool, right? We could just do that. Just you and me. What do we say? Yeah? I don't know. Maybe we'll do this again before he comes home. I have no idea. But it's been fun to talk to someone other than myself. So thanks for being here, guys. Hope you all have a good night. And wherever you are, I hope you're staying warm, because we are now officially warm. So thanks. See y'all later.